Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody is well today. I'm Paul Apollonia. Been selling on eBay for what feels like forever, a little over 20 years. eBay is my main platform. I am going into different platforms, but still love eBay. eBay is my bread and butter. I'm using the List Perfectly, which is a program where you can transfer stuff to different platforms, which really works out well. If you're interested in that, there's a link down below in the comments that you can get a discount on that. I'm going to show you stuff I sold, some of the crazy things I've sold. I'm not going to go over every item. These are just selected items. You have to excuse the dog barking in the background. My dog is running around in the backyard causing trouble tonight. Like I said, I'm going to show you just maybe about 6 or 7 things I sold. I'm going to try and make this quicker than normal for you guys. So please, before I forget, subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate every one of you guys and gals. 820, almost to that magical 1,000 mark, which I'm really trying hard to get to. Hopefully you're enjoying my channel. Please subscribe and please like this video. All right. Let's get this going. I also, real quick, I also do a lot of consignment sales. So a lot of these items either I got for free, because through doing consignment, people just end up giving you things. They call you and say, hey, you want this, you want that. And of course, I'm a sucker and I say, sure, and I take it and hopefully I can sell it. And I do consignment. It's a 50-50 split to the first 100, and it goes down from there. I also do eBay training, and I also run the Raleigh eBay eCom Meetup Sellers Group. I'm sorry. That's a mouthful. It's a Zoom format. So I don't know if we're ever going to go back to a live event. I'd like to someday, but just Zoom seems to be working better and better. I'm getting more people from out of state and people that are obviously in state, but they're an hour out from Raleigh. So it's hard for them to come in. All right, let's get this show on the road and we'll get going here. Like I said, you're going to see all different types of items. I don't really stick to one thing. I sell a lot of one-offs. I really would like to get into replenishables, more of replenishables, because it's just a lot easier. Doing it that way. Replenishables means, let's say I have, I don't know, 5, like I get a bunch of blenders or something, and I would just sell those, and it'd be one thing, and not have to worry about packing and shipping different size boxes and stuff. Basically, in a nutshell. All right, here we go. A cuckoo clock. I got this. I have no idea where I got this, to be honest with you. My guess is one of my consignment clients. Either a lot of times what happens with consignment is you'll have a client for a couple of months, maybe a year, and they'll say, you know what, just keep everything. And I go, okay, cool. Unfortunately, sometimes you just lose contact with people. Unfortunately, the person either passes away or something happens to them. You lose contact with them that way. I mean, I don't wish for this to happen, but it just does. Just some people just get tired of dealing with stuff and they just want to move on with their life. I got this somewhere. I have no idea. This is not a big ticket item. Obviously, it's in bits and pieces. I sold it as parts not working or not working. I sell a lot of things, a lot of broken things. I don't recommend selling things that are not working or broken for the beginner seller. Focus on things around your house. Focus on things you have zero emotional attachment to, like something you could take and just smash with a hammer, something you could take and just break or whatever. You don't really care about it. Sell those items first. Don't sell anything you have an emotional attachment to. Trust me, I see enough of that doing consignment. When I go in somebody's house, they think Grandpa's pen is worth $4,000 and it's just a regular ordinary pen and it's worth about $2. So make sure that you're selling things when you're a beginner that you have zero attachment to. So it was in bits and pieces. I have no idea. You're buying. Whenever I sell something parts not working, I make sure I stress in the condition description that you're buying something that's not working. Please review photos. Oh, let me shrink this. You see my big ugly mug enough there. You have to excuse my noise in the background. That's my dog playing with his ball again. Very short description, short and sweet. Make sure you're using item specifics. Now, they're going a little crazy with item specifics lately. You'll see all different things in there. Obviously, if there's something that says sleeve length or something that has nothing to do with your item, leave it blank. Don't put N/A or no or whatever. Leave it blank. Where they come in, where these unspecifics come in is when you're searching on stuff on the side of your screen when you're doing your eBay searches and you're doing used, new, whatever, size, color, whatever. All that is based on your item specifics. So make sure you're filling these out the best you can. You're never going to fill them all out. eBay is going to send you a reminder saying, hey, you didn't fill them out, or oh, we recommend this or that. Do your best with them. Don't spend hours and hours filling them out. Like I said, my description is short and sweet. Back up to shipping real quick. I forgot. I do economy shipping. Economy allows me to use any option that eBay offers. Post office, FedEx, UPS. Economy shipping also shows up as probably one of these slower routes to get to somebody. 95% of the time, it either goes out post office priority or FedEx ground or UPS ground. So it's getting there real quick. And 98% of my feedback always states fast shipping. Got it faster than expected. Do I lose sales by choosing economy shipping? I'm sure I do. But I'd rather have it economy shipping so that allows me to pick anything as far as a shipping option. If I were to pick post office, let's say priority, and I went and go, oh gosh, FedEx is a lot cheaper. Let me go FedEx. You could do that, but if there's an issue with shipping, eBay may not back you up, and it might be an issue. So whatever you pick for shipping, make sure that's what you use. I have 1 day handling time. You pick whatever suits you. If you're working full time, which there's nothing wrong with working full time and doing this, or part time, whatever. Pick the shipping or pick the handling time that fits you. If it's 2 days, if it's 3 days, I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't go any more than 3 days, but or really any more than 2 days. Excuse me. Let's see what else I can tell you about this. And this is basically all my listings. So I'll just go over this one real quick, and all my other listings follow the same format. Shipping, I use Global Shipping Program to ship internationally. GSP, you'll hear it called. eBay's version of international shipping. All I have to do is ship it to eBay's site in Kentucky. Once they get it and you've packed it properly, and it's not damaged because they will open it, and you get an email. Yes, you'll get an email. I always tell my students don't only messages through eBay, but eBay sends you email saying we got your item. Great. You're out of the picture. If it get lost, stolen, broken, you'll get refunded and the buyer will get refunded. I know many people don't like GSP. They say the buyer gets charged extra taxes, whatever. It's super simple to ship international this way. I know it's gotten a lot easier now to ship international, just doing it the regular way, but I just keep on doing it this way. Economy shipping, already talked about that. Ooh, the lights are on. And 30-day return period, that's about the minimum you can do anymore. And I don't get many returns because I'm really, really honest in my listings if it's not working. Pictures are all done on my phone, a Galaxy 22, Ultra 22, whatever. Samsung works really well. I use the eBay app and eBay on my Chromebook here. So I take the picture on my phone. I find a cell similar. I upload the pictures of that, and I go to my computer and finish the listing there because I'm old and I'm not a big fan of working off of my phone. I know a lot of people that work off their phones and run their whole business from their phones. Here is a wonderful, what they call Bolo. Be on the lookout for whatever. I'm not a big fan of Bolos. I think it kind of saturates the market. What is my dog doing? Very weird item. That's what I sell. Another consignment client gave me these or told me to sell them for him and said, forget it, don't worry about it. And I actually had these in a box for probably 2 years and looked them up one day and went, what the heck? They're going for that much? This is from a juicer that's no longer being made. And I sold all the parts off of this. He had these brand new. Yes, that's $69.99 for one. The guy bought 2 of them. I could have shipped them out both out first class, but I shipped them out priority with insurance. So did I make money on shipping? A little bit. Maybe, maybe not. What do I do if I make money? Do I refund the buyer? Nope. I spend my time packing and buying bubble wrap, whether I get it pied or free or whatever. It's sometimes I make money, sometimes I lose money on my guesstimated shipping. Should I do calculated shipping? Probably. I've been doing more calculated shipping when I'm selling dishwasher racks anymore because I know they either go UPS or FedEx. But here's it's just a juicer filter basket. I was blown away at what I got for these. These took about 2 weeks to sell. Nothing fancy. Using tons of item specifics for these. I looked it up. I looked up through Google. Googling stuff is your friend. eBay's great, and if you've got a store, you get TerraPeak for free. There's also paid things like WorthPoint, which is awesome if you're into looking up a lot of stuff. WorthPoint is awesome. I know the people at WorthPoint. There's also SalesHound. There's a ton of other search stuff out there. I just use eBay and Google, and I use Google Lens sometimes on my phone to find things. This is just a chainsaw. Look at it. It's all broken and it's missing caps and all this other stuff. Got this from a friend of mine who now is not doing eBay anymore. Real good friend of mine that used to do motorcycle parts. He's moved on. Found actually went back to full-time work. This actually sat in my garage for probably about a year and a half. I forgot all about it. Yes, I've got tons of inventory that I just haven't gotten to yet of my own stuff. Consignment keeps me quite busy. So I listed it. Parts not working. I'm very familiar with the steel products. I used to do small engine repair as a young man, and I always keep my hands in it. And actually, I haven't done it in probably about 10 years now. I was resurrected it probably about 15 years ago and did it for about 6 years, but there was just hardly any money in it. But I know what I'm doing when it comes to small engine stuff. So I saw this. I grabbed it. He said, sure, just take it. Like I said, I forgot about it, listed it, and I sold it within probably 3 days. Little tip for you when you're selling chainsaws and stuff like that, even like this, when they're parts and pieces, you're better off doing an auction. You'll be surprised what you can get. I'm not a big fan of auctions, but another guy I know out in Washington State, he sells a lot of chainsaw stuff and small engine parts. And I had an small Echo chainsaw. Anytime you see a small chainsaw, whether it's running, not running, grab it. Tree surgeons love them. They're lightweight. And they can carry them up a tree without a problem. If you see any of those YouTube videos or TikTok videos, you'll notice they're always using a real small chainsaw when they're up on top of those trees cutting stuff down. So I saw this chainsaw. I got it at like the flea market for like $5 or $10, whatever. I was going to list it. I contacted him. He goes, do an auction. You'll be surprised. So I started at 99 cents. I don't believe in that 99 cent stuff. I think I started at like $30 or something. And, 7-day auction. Watching it climb. I made $149 on that chainsaw alone. So I should have probably done this at auction too, but I still want to get rid of it. So just be aware, look at the solds. If most of them are auctions, and maybe you should do an auction. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of auctions. I like to buy it now. Over 80% of the sales on eBay are done through buy it nows or fixed price, or what they call this, where you just go, oh, I want that, click, and it's yours. Just be aware and look at your solds. It's very important. If they're all auctions or mostly auctions, maybe you want to do an auction. So I was happy with that sale. This went into a 12 by 12 box, 12 by 12 by 12 box. I think a Walmart box, tons of packing material. I did bag it first and tied it up in a garbage bag in case anything leaked out of it, although it was dry. I want to keep the fumes down to a minimum because I think it was going post office, ground, I forget. This is a part from an oven. I get calls all the time for appliances. Either I'm picking them up on Craigslist for free, or I'm just people. You tell everybody what you're doing. I've done 2 videos on this. Tell everyone what you're doing. I don't care if you're doing parts, selling new on Amazon, selling on Mercari, selling whatever. Tell everybody what you're doing. This is where I get most of my inventory from, either this free stuff or consignment. I rarely ever go to a garage sale or a thrift store. Just watching my dog. Starting trouble back there again. And I get a lot of my stuff for free. So somebody called me about an oven. I was like, all right, I'll come look at it. And the cool thing was they were about 4 blocks away from the dump. So what I do a lot of times is, even when I get a dishwasher, I'll go to the, pick it up, and there's like a park next to the dump. It's kind of weird. Like a park is actually where the old dump used to be. There's a park, but that's another story. Big parking lot. I pull in the corner there, and I just part it out there. and I just drive it over to the dump, the skeleton, whatever remains, and that's fine. I sold all the switches, all the dials on this oven. I sold some little controllers. It was an electric oven. It was an older oven. Didn't make a whole lot of money off of this, but again, it was free. I think I sold each knob for like $15 or $20, free shipping, because that's what most of them were doing. Not a big fan of free shipping, but when everybody else is selling a free shipping, I throw it in there. If it's a first class item, I will do free shipping a lot of times. Also, another tip: remember, on eBay, first class goes up to 15 ounces. You take that same package to the post office, it's only going to go up to 13 ounces, and it's going to go priority after that. Also, make sure your post office is aware that eBay allows things to be over 13 ounces. I, by accident, dropped a bunch of stuff off at a post office about a year ago, a bunch of stuff at a different post office, and the next day I came home and all these packages were at my front door saying it's overweight. I was like, oh, damn. So I printed another label out over them and sent them to my post office, and they went out. So just make sure of that. This is a thermostat for the oven. Took me a while to fish this thing out of there, but it did sell. It took about a month to sell. Again, I paid a big goose egg for this whole oven. So a lot of money in parts, people, especially now with money being tight. A lot of money in parts. I love parting out things. Remember, you're not trying to put it back together again. Speaking of parting out things, I have a dishwasher course from start to finish, how to part out a dishwasher, what parts to sell, and everything like that. It is in the comments as a teachable course. It's very good. It's a couple hours long, broken up into about 20-minute videos, 15-minute videos. The longest video is about 45 minutes. That's where I show you what I do, what websites I look up, parts, and then how I reference them to eBay and how I create a listing. So that's the longest video there. It's really an in-depth course, well worth it. You can use that course for any kind of part now, whether you're doing dishwashers. It's just a process I'm showing you. Here's a item. My son had one of these smart board things, ones were catching on fire a couple of years ago. That was the reason why they were catching on fire, is because people were leaving them plugged in after the battery was charged. But something happened to his, I don't know what it was, and I looked and I went, the wheels are selling. What the heck? So this is the only item I sold off of this. I did part the whole thing out, and I got everything else set up in a little one listing insides or parts to a scooter, whatever it's called. I haven't sold this off. I think I'm just going to trash that, so I'll take that listing down. But I did sell these. Took me about 15 minutes to take these wheels out. Pretty cool. There's motors inside these wheels somehow. I don't know how they do it. The wheels are heavy. 14, not 45. I think I paid a little bit more than that for shipping. I can't remember. This listing was from a while ago. But happy with that sale. I just did it on my kitchen table. Don't tell my wife. Ported it out. And I'm just happy with that sale. That worked out good for me. And I was hoping to sell the rest of the stuff, but nothing else is sold. And I think I'm just going to take that listing down and just trash whatever is left. So there is money even in all kinds of parts, not just appliances, not just these little scooter things, whatever. There is money in parts. Speaking of parts, a friend of mine gave me a lawnmower, and I know parts sell. I know what parts sell on lawnmowers and know which ones don't from my small engine experience. These starters sell really well. This is untested. I started testing these starters. It's very easy. I just get 2 wires onto my car battery and put them up to here, positive, negative, and it spins and it works, and that's fine. But I didn't test this one. Sold pretty quickly. Sold in about a week. This went into a padded flat rate envelope for $8.99 or $8.49 or whatever the rising price of that is. Wrapped it in foam that I got from the dumpster at the furniture store. It's a great source for your packing materials. I don't climb in the dumpsters. I just reach in there and try and grab what I can out of it. And I'll show you some other parts I sold off this lawnmower. So here's like, $18? And I sold other parts too, but these are some of the other ones. Sold the transmission. Transmissions do sell. Kind of untested, kind of it worked. They told me it worked. So I just I sell a lot of my parts as I kind of hope they work. If they don't work, I just refund the buyer. I know there's scams out there. I know people are against doing that. I don't have time. You know, I might get ripped off, but I just don't have time. I know on dishwasher control boards, there is ways of testing them out. I've had people, I've sent them out, and I've had people contact me and say, hey, this doesn't work. There's ways you can test this out. They show me how to test it out with an ohm meter and a multimeter and everything, and that's fine. But I don't even test out those. I just send them out the way they are, and 95% of the time they work just fine. And if they don't work, and if there's a problem, I just do a total refund. I don't even ask for the item back. I don't have time to mess with it, to be honest with you. I got the item for free. So it's really a little bit of a loss on my part, especially if I'm doing free shipping, but not, whatever. So this sold probably in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I used how did I ship this out? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. I think I used a heavy-duty Lowe's home improvement box. I think it fit in there diagonal. It was 16 by 12 by 12 or something like that, the size of that box is. A lot of bubble wrap, a lot of whatever I could find, paper to pack it up. I did make money on shipping on this one. I remember I think it went out at like $15 or $14.50. I think it went out UPS. Last item, like I said, I'm trying to keep these videos a lot shorter for you. Here's another piece. These recoil starters, they either sell or they don't. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's just the way they are. I had a whole bunch of them. I had probably, when I was doing small engine repair and I was parting this stuff out and selling them, I had a whole box, probably had 35 of them back a couple of years ago. I listed them. It didn't sell one for a year. Then I relisted them about 2 years ago, and I sold every one in about 4 months. So these do sell. Very easy to take off. You're going to take off the shroud of the thing on top, the red thing or whatever, the plastic cover with Phillips screws or whatever it's going to be, 4 of them on there. You'll take that off. Sometimes those sell too really well. Depends what kind of mower it is. And there's 4 bolts. You'll see this here. Let me show you. All right, hang on. I'm sorry. I think I would know how to operate this stuff by now. I always show pictures of the sides to make sure that it fits. Okay, there's bolts here. Hang on. Here we go. There's 2 bolts there. 1 bolt, 2 bolts, and 1 bolt here, and 1 bolt there. And this is going to lift off. Make sure it's functioning properly. I've even replaced the ropes on these things. Oh, I'm coughing so much for tonight. Make sure that these, what they call dogs, yes, like your dog, your pet dog, I don't know why they call them dogs. Make sure when you pull the coil out that these do stick out as far as they're going to stick out. That's pretty far. That's where you want them, because you want it to grab that little cup in the flywheel to start the engine. Let's see what else. Make sure you take show the model number. Make sure you have that in your specifications, item specifics. And I think that's it for that one. Yep. Okay, my friends. Well, that is about it for this video. Like I said, I showed you a few things I sold. Little oddball stuff. I'm going to do more of these videos. I'm not going to show you everything I sold each week and everything like that, because it's just too long and it's just kind of repetitive. So, hey, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. It's a beautiful night out here in Raleigh. Gosh, today was beautiful. They could hit like 82 or something all day. It was just a wonderful day. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to my channel, please. I really appreciate every single one of you guys and gals. And look at all the stuff I'm offering: the List Perfectly membership, the dishwasher course, the Raleigh eBay eCom meetup group, the Zoom meetup. It is a paid meetup. It's $5 to join. It's well worth it. I've got people that have been members since, I think this meeting's going on about 11 years now. 2012, I think I started it, 2011. And they've been coming almost every week. So it's a real good group of people. It's not huge, maybe 10, 20 people at the most. I've had more. But, even when it was in person, maybe 10, 20, a little bit more. It's not one of these huge meetups. So come on in, join it. Second Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. I moved the time back in November from 7 p.m. to 3 p.m. I just couldn't do nights anymore, so I had to move it to the afternoon. So check that out, second Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. I'll see you now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Steve with Raiken Profits. I'm here with Paul, and I just want to shoot a quick testimonial for him because he's been one of my good friends for over, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah.
And if you're looking to learn about selling on eBay and you want to start a side hustle, or you just want to make some money flipping stuff on eBay, you're in great hands. Paul's been doing this for a long time. He's helped a ton of people, and I put my full faith and trust in him. So, Paul, I appreciate you.
You bet. Thank you so much.
You got it.